If you're someone who struggles with ICT concepts, this is the video for you. I'm going to show you a highly profitable high win rate strategy where no daily bias is required and all you need is one time frame. It's very simple, and I'm going to walk you through step by step completely everything you need to know. Also, we hit 11R in the signals room this week. In 4 days we hit 11R. We smashed take profit every single day. You might be wondering, what is this trade that I'm showing right now? This was a trade that I sent out to the signals room that had no drawdown and smashed the take profit for a 1-to-4 risk reward ratio, and it even went even further for over a 1-to-10. And also guys, the analysis for this exact trade was sent out to the signals room. As you can see right here, this was the before and this was the after. Complete perfect execution. So if you guys want to see a video breakdown on this trade, a complete in-depth breakdown, let me know in the comment section down below. So what time frame are we going to be looking for this setup on? We're going to be looking on the 1 minute time frame. You can use the 5 minute or the 15 minute, but the best results for this strategy is on the 1 minute time frame. Now for forex pairs, we're going to be trading GU, EU and GJ for forex pairs, and then for indices, the pair it works best on is S&P 500. You can use it on other indices as well, but it works best on S&P 500. Now let's get into the actual strategy, but just before we get into the strategy, what times are we going to be trading? So I've included 2 time zones over here, London time zone and the New York time zone, but it's going to be one time window only. So it starts at 3 p.m. London time, which is 10 a.m. New York time, and it ends at 5 p.m. London time, which is 12 p.m. New York time. Essentially, all we're looking for is a liquidity sweep engulfing, and then we're going to get our entry. Very simple, but very misunderstood. A lot of people are teaching it wrong on YouTube, but here at Simplified ICT, we're going to go through absolutely everything. So essentially, before our time window, price can do whatever it wants. We're not going to enter before our time window for this strategy. So as you can see, we're waiting for liquidity to be made, and all we're going to be doing is waiting for a sweep of that liquidity. So first step is wait for that liquidity sweep. Now, because there's no daily bias, price will sweep either side, right? It all depends on which side it sweeps first. But to avoid fake outs, we're going to identify if this liquidity sweep is the true liquidity sweep. If the first liquidity sweep is the true liquidity sweep, we will most likely see multiple sets of liquidity to be our opposing liquidity if we are going to trade in the opposite direction to that first liquidity sweep. First step, liquidity sweep. As you can see, before our trading time, we had equal highs engineered right here. All that happens to price now is it sweeps liquidity, and the second step is tap into a PD array. Now this is a bonus, it's a very high probability hack. Then simply after it does that, we're going to identify if there is opposing liquidity. So if there is at least 2 sets of liquidity that we can target, if we are looking to take the trade in the opposite direction to that first liquidity sweep, then that trade is worth taking. So as you can see, price made equal lows here, it had an old low here, and it also had an old low here. So there were 3 sets of liquidity, so this trade was worth taking. Now we get an engulfing, and then we look for our entry, and then simply target opposing liquidity. So if we see an engulfing with displacement, we're going to place our stop loss above the high right here, target opposing liquidity, and you can have multiple take profits. The first take profit here, second right here, and the third right there as your main take profit. And for a buy model, it'd be exactly the same, just the opposite way. So as you can see, equal lows, we got a sweep of that, we got an engulfing to show displacement, and then we enter the trade, place our stop loss below the low, and then target this 2 sets, at least 2 sets of the opposing liquidity. So let's get into the live market examples, because that's what really matters. If you're trying to pass your funded challenge, our automated trading bot will pass the funded challenge for you 100% guaranteed, and it's a 0 risk investment. What do I mean by this? If you fail the funded challenge for you, you get a full refund, what you paid for the challenge and what you paid us for the service. However, we have never ever failed a challenge, so you will be funded 100% guaranteed. We fund our clients in minutes, it's the same day service, and it's 100% guaranteed. We've got amazing reviews, as you can see right here. We've got extremely happy clients because we're changing lives with this service. You guys need to take action and get onto this quickly, guys, and your aim should be to reach as much funding as possible. So to secure as much funding as possible, you have to pass those funded challenges, and we will pass the funded challenge for you with a 100% guarantee. And once we pass the funded challenge for you and get you on that live funded stage, we add you to the signals room, which we hit 11R in for the week, almost 100% win rate in the signals room, and the analysis for these trades was sent out on the Sunday evening. Absolutely crazy results. You get added to this for completely free to learn how to take trades on the funded account after we pass the funded challenge for you and get you on that live funded stage. So take action, guys. Make sure it's this link that you're using. Get funded with us and get funded fast. And remember, your aim should be to secure as much funding as possible as soon as possible, because time is money. And with us, you can get funded 100% guaranteed and reach that goal, right? The link to that will be in the description below. There's a lot of people pretending to be us, but we are the most transparent, the most reliable in the industry, getting people funded and changing their lives. I've launched a community completely free, so if you want to join, I'm going to be dropping free trading gems, psychology tips, etc. So make sure it's this link that you're using specifically. So let's get into the live market example. And remember, you don't need a daily bias. However, if you do have a bias, that's extra added confluence, which is better, right? But as you can see, I'm on the 1 minute time frame, and all I've done is I've delineated the time window. I'm sticking to the rules. rules, right? And all we're doing is marking out our most recent liquidity points. So we're at 10 a.m. right now, so let me just get rid of this for a second. And as you can see, price has made a high right here. And in line with this high right now, we do have a relatively equal high right here. So this is one set of major liquidity to be swept. As you can see, there's no PD array after price sweeps this liquidity. In the past there may be, however, that's for you guys to access, right? And to the opposing side, if price does sweep this first, this is our next point of main liquidity. And as you can see, following the rules perfectly, we do have two sets. So two sets of liquidity here. We're going to see one set be swept and then the other two sets return to. So all we do now is just wait for price to sweep that liquidity. And as you can see, price has successfully swept that liquidity. Now, what you can do if you want to enter aggressively is enter off this bearish move that shows displacement. However, if you want to wait for more confirmation and wait for better engulfing, you can wait for extra candles such as this one right here, because as you can see, that shows an engulfing with displacement, right? The body closed below the previous candle's body and the previous candle's low. So if you want to enter right there, you can place a stop loss right above this high right here, target the first set of liquidity for a very clean 1 to 3 and a second set of liquidity for a very clean 1 to 4. And let's see what happens right now. As you can see, price instantly tanks to the take profit level, and as you can see, even goes further for just over a 1 to 6. Now let's get into the second example. As you can see, I've delineated the time window and we're on 10 a.m. right now. We're following the rules, guys. Okay, we're sticking to this system. So as you can see, price has made a very obvious low, liquidity low right here, and it's made equal lows right here, okay? So as you can see, if price does sweep that liquidity, can we get a reversal from here? A lot of people would mistake this low right here as being a liquidity low that we're waiting to get swept. But if you were to wait for this low to be swept, you would be faked out. If price was to sweep liquidity from this low right here, we do have this clear order block with the bodies right there, okay? So all we're doing is marking that out. Now this can be used as our PD array. Do we have two sets of liquidity? As you can see, we've got a liquidity high and we also have this major high right here. Now that we've determined our main liquidity area, our PD array area, can we get a sweep and the confirmation with displacement? So as you can see, all we're doing is strictly waiting for price to sweep that liquidity. And now price has made equal lows with this low right here. So that's even more confidence for price to tap into our area. And as you can see, we're being patient with the system, okay? You don't have to rush trades. That's very important. A lot of you will be faked out if you rush trades. So you got to stick to your plan and be patient. So now let's see if price gives us the valid entry confirmation. And as you can see, price pushes to the upside with displacement. So we're going to enter right here and place a stop loss below this low. Now you could target the first set of liquidity right here, but we want a higher risk reward, so you could target the main high right here, the second set of liquidity, and we do have other sets of liquidity right there. So let's see what happens. Let's let the trade play out. As you can see, we're being patient and price absolutely smashes our take profit and then continues higher for just over a 1 to 3.5. And also, it's a very simple strategy, so keep it simple. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. Don't overcomplicate it, and keep in mind the narrative for each trade setup. Make sure where you're entering makes sense. Also, a lot of people are copying my content, copying my strategies on YouTube, but the problem is they don't understand the strategies themselves, which is a problem because a lot of you watching those videos will be faked out. You won't even understand how to trade the strategy because the people teaching it don't understand the strategies themselves. Here at Simplified ICT, we take live trading setups proven in the signals room. As you can see right here, we hit 11R in the signals room just this week. In just 4 days, we hit 11R and we sent live trades using these exact same concepts that I'm teaching you on the YouTube. So remember, if you want to see a breakdown of this trade, no drawdown trade that hit a 1 to 4 risk to reward almost instantly, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll do a full in-depth breakdown on that exact trade. And also, the signals room is on offer for $30 a month. I'm going to be increasing the price very soon to $100 a month. So if you want to get the signals by itself, it's $30 a month right now. And remember, we will pass your funded challenge 100% guaranteed. We've got loads of proof, loads of testimonials on this channel right here. So make sure you join the link in the description below. And remember, the free community will also be in the description below. So that's all for today's video. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Make sure you share this video with a friend who's struggling, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.